Testosterone is a really hot topic right now, okay? People have questions. We're getting calls from all over the United States. The perfect storm for me was, as a paramedic attached to the SWAT team, I knew that elevated cortisol, physical, mental, and emotional stress suppressed growth hormone and then suppressed testosterone as well as thyroid, the HPA axis. Fast forward, I went to work for Signature Pharmacy to become the research director. We had thousands of physicians on our program. We were working on the long-acting growth hormone. I got to set up some low-T centers all over the United States, and I got to look at lab work. Well, that was part two. Part three was me being an endurance athlete and immersing myself in the catabolic state of endurance athletes of muscle wasting, and then immersing myself in with bodybuilders and looking what they're doing to maintain muscle mass. So this perfect storm allows me to develop new treatment protocols for low-T centers in Florida, and I'm consulting low-T centers across the United States to take a deeper dive into the biochemical individuality of each person. Okay, one of the dangers that I see when I'm consulting with testosterone clinics is they're treating everybody the same way. And again, our goal is not to shoot anybody down, but my goal is to educate the physicians, so we don't want to see anybody get a blood clot. You know, we don't want to see anybody have a heart attack and then testosterone gets blamed for it. So what we have to understand is every male coming through the program is biochemically unique. One of the things we're working on is microdosing testosterone right now that nobody else is doing in the United States. Our team has used testosterone and growth hormone to take care of brain injury patients, PTSD, bipolar disorder. We also use it for diabetics to increase nitric oxide on the arterial level. We do very high level treatment protocols using testosterone, using growth hormone. But what we see in the low-T clinics right now is they want to turn and burn and get a lot of guys in and a lot of guys out. They're given 200 milligrams of testosterone either 1 or 2 weeks. They're given an AI, an aromatase inhibitor, and then some HCG, and that's the same program for everybody. Estrogen dominance, if you give a 100, 200 milligram shot, and the testosterone goes up and stays elevated up past 1,500 or 1,000 for 3 days, that's going to convert to estrogen, and then you have to follow it up with an estrogen blocker. Some of the estrogen blockers and AIs, you could Google this, lower IGF-1 and lower growth hormone. So this drug that was made for women's cancer, I don't think there's a need for it here anymore. We have to really drill down on this, understand that we want to microdose testosterone along with looking at other metabolic markers and not just give 100 to 200 milligrams. That's too dangerous. That's old school. The good, the bad, and the ugly of testosterone is really easy to understand. At a very high level with brain injuries, we use testosterone and growth hormone to rehab the brain to increase synaptogenesis and neurogenesis. We give diabetics testosterone and dose them properly because on the cellular level, at the arterial level, testosterone helps release a gas called nitric oxide, and it keeps the arteries dilated. So whether a diabetic is going blind or he's losing the feeling in his legs, testosterone is part of the treatment protocol needed that a lot of diabetic doctors aren't looking at right now. Testosterone has been vilified in the press because of the president saying performance-enhancing drugs are bad. Remember, folks, performance-enhancing drugs can save our lives. Testosterone is a natural produced hormone in our body. Okay, we naturally produce it, and as we age, we need it to maintain our brain and our heart function. Our heart has testosterone receptors on it, and our brain is one of the most metabolically active tissues of the body, and that needs testosterone also. What I've learned over the last 20 years in hormone replacement therapy and what we do different is we look at multiple metabolic systems of the body. We don't just treat testosterone or estrogen in women in isolation. We look at multiple systems. We look at how estrogen and testosterone and thyroid affect you at the mitochondrial level. So the way we're different is we look at the microbiome. We talk about microdosing. We look at the mitochondria on a cellular level. Currently, nobody is doing this in the TRT market yet.
Scala Precision Health specializes in cutting-edge research, metabolic testing, and advanced imaging for the purpose of creating individually customized disease-specific treatment protocols and performance enhancement solutions. Our research and development pushes innovative performance solutions into the hands of individuals, companies, physicians, and athletes.